Hallo Ursula, hoe gaan het met jou?
Goed en zelf?
Jy was lanklaas op een van jullie video's, nee?
Nee.
Ja. Maar blijkbaar gaan jy nou vir ons 'n bietjie kos maak. Jou chef skills hier uithaal.
Ik zal.
Okay, for those of you that don't know, Bougainvillea isn't in the same spot anymore. It used to be at 10 Whip Street, but like nothing in town is the same anymore. Henry's isn't at the mall anymore. They are where Bougainvillea used to be. Bougainvillea is here. I don't even know what the number is. And the DA isn't in control anymore. How far does the person that takes part in the Heritage Walk, how far do they need to walk?
Not far. The Caledon Heritage Walk just covers the center town because most of our monuments is in center town. So Mall Street, Church Street, and then Prince Alfred Street.
Ik eet Violet.
Okay, we are done with our breakfast. Now we are off to Marlon. Where are we off to? What are you going to show us?
I think we're going to start at the Bath River Bridge.
So the Bath River Bridge was the main entrance into and out of Caledon. It was first a wooden bridge and it got replaced in 1866 by the public works. And the wood they actually shipped from Australia and the stones were carved on the mountain. So that is one of our town's provincial monuments today. Erop gemaak! Ach, ek het 'n papa grapje gemaakt.
Okay, so we're doing the Heritage Walk. We just started the Heritage Walk, but it's raining, so we might need to take the car. Just for today. Usually it's a really lovely walk, but you know, God intended a different experience today, it seems. Okay, it's raining. It's properly raining. My camera's out in the rain. But you know, we're doing this heritage walk thing that Marlon has been going on about. But when you book it, God will open up the windows of it. No, it'll close the window of it. What? It won't rain when you come. But now we are at the Bath River Bridge. So what is concrete now and what is wood right now?
So we're currently standing on concrete and underneath we still can see the wooden beams underneath. The wood from Australia I was talking about? Yes!
So there's been a bridge here for quite a while.
Yes.
Marlon, tell us a little bit more about the mill house, the meal house.
Yes, so as I mentioned, the mill house is one of the oldest homes in Caledon. The gables got changed and the mill got removed from the left side as well. They got water from right behind it. There was a dam, and all these plots had lay water from the Caledon hot water springs. And this was a mill house, so here we got flour from.
In waar is die wiel nou?
Nobody knows.
The water wheel?
Yeah.
Yes, nobody knows. It's wood from the 1800s, so gone now, most likely.
So when was it last in use?
Ooh, that I can't tell.
You from the museum?
No, but nobody knows that.
Nobody knows.
Ooh,
We can only
mystery.
use. You can only use information that we have.
It might have been disassembled and used in someone's meubels.
Yeah.
Someone with big kitchen tables.
Yeah.
Someone who live across the road.
No. Nope. So the water wheel was actually situated on this side of the house, and there was a channel that ran past down to the Butt River at the bottom.
Okay, so what Marlon was saying is that the gables that were over there on the side of the house, they removed to put up a sunk plat duck. Don't know why. I mean, do you think it's prettier?
Because of the thatch, because there wasn't many thatch in the area they could use anymore, because all the homes had thatch roofs before they put corrugated roofs on it.
It's just easier in
Yes.
essence. Okay, so we are done with the mill house. Now we are going.
Holy Trinity Church, our town's only national monument.
What?
Yes. So the Holy Trinity Church was built by Sophie Gray and consecrated by her husband Bishop Gray in 1855. But the Holy Trinity Church records go further till 1849, even earlier. So the longest reverend was Reverend Middleton, which the glebe also was named after, to the small little town called Middleton.
So Marlon, who was Sophie Gray? Just tell us a little bit more.
So Sophie Gray was the wife of Bishop Gray, but she was also one of the first women architects in South Africa. All these little small towns, all these have these stone churches, most likely built by Sophie Gray. And she wanted to save costs with us. She dismissed the first builder, Mr. Martin. It's because the first builder took a lot of time and he was too expensive, Mr. Martin. But the final payments on the building was only made a year after it got consecrated in 1855. During the earthquake of 1969, there were some cracks in the building, but not much major damage was done because of the building styles they used in the early 1800s, and also the materials they used were very flexible with this regard. But one of our treasures here in Caledon.
So this church actually still has original stained lead glass windows, and what makes these windows so unique to Caledon is that the person that made these windows actually worked in our unique fame boss into the stained glass windows. Unfortunately we can't see it today, but this window pane on this side actually has a Caledon bluebell worked into it, as well as proteas and some of the Erica species.
And the reason we can't see it is because we can't get in today.
Yeah.
Okay, so over here we've got the main window, which is covered with, you know, these grills, and you know, obviously the reason is to protect it from vandalism, theft and all that for the future generations. Hopefully show them. Obviously you can see it really nicely from the inside, so at least you can enjoy it in the way it was intended, and that is from the inside of the church. Okay, and oh, there's an open one here, an uncovered window. So as you can see, there were grills on this side, but they broke it. They removed it. They stole it because we live in South Africa. Reality.
So the Holy Trinity Church isn't a very big church, and it's not a big congregation, and the costs of the upkeep of this building is immense. They very often have fundraising events to try and raise enough funds for the upkeep and the upgrade and the fixing of these buildings. So if you would be interested in donating towards these efforts of the conservation of this building, then please contact Reverend Patty right here, or Marlon at the museum, and we can set that up for you. And thank you for your donation, we appreciate it.
So we did mention it earlier, but this is the only national monument in Caledon that's got national importance. But Marlon just mentioned that we can actually lose that status for this building if it gets so. If you have it in your heart to help these guys out, this church out, to make sure that this building is maintained and left for future generations, contact them and see how you can get involved. Gee jou geld. Okay, maar nou is het tyd vir koffie. Lekker warm koffie op die reënerige dag. As you guys know, the museum bakes lovely bread that we've had before, and we actually put it in a video. They also do some nice vet cook, and Marlon went to get our share of the batch. Was is dit myne?
Yes.
Die hele ene.
Die hele ene. Ons kan deel.
Dit is sy nie. Wat sê jy net om so shame?
Curry vetkoeke.
But it's not vegan, is it?
No. But that's
Daar
dinner
Caledon,
tonight.
ga eet jou curry vetkoek.
It's dinner for tonight.
Dit is
Sorted.
lei om kos te maak, is wat.
Sorted.
Wat eet jy?
Kaaskoek.
Dit was kaaskoek.
Dit was kaaskoek geweest, ja.
Hulle verbeel hulle is gesond want hy het die helfte en sy het die ander helfte geëet.
Nee, dit is omdat ons so baie gaan eet vandag dat ons moet plek hou vir al die ander kos wat nog kom.
Wat het jy georder?
Chips.
Dient jy iets geras?
Okay, gras.
Slap chips.
Okay, jy wen wat?
Ek stick met chips.
Wat wen jy as jy reg is?
'n Caledoner t-shirt.
Dit is wees, nie? Wat wen jy?
Caledoner koppie.
Daar is nie van die goed nie.
Nou wat kan die Caledoner aan vir ons verskaf?
Okay, as jy reg is, dan kan jy dan wen jy 'n Caledonner postkaart. As jy reg is, dan wen jy 'n Caledonner postkaart. So.
Okay. Ek dink ek gaan wen.
As ek reg is, dan ben ek 'n fotoshoot by jou. 5 foto's.
Ek het gesê 'n postkaart. Ja, Lisel het
Natuurlijk.
gewen. Sy wen 'n postkaart. 'n Caledonner postkaart.
Ja, eintlik as ons daaroor dink, kan daai ook nog tel as gras. Dit kan tel as gras. Dan nie?
Baie
Enjoy. Bye. Geniet julle dag. See you.
Okay, we're done at Gabiano's. En nadat ek en die man baie nonsens gepraat het. Anyway, so now
for historical purposes, Gabiano's was also a mall after the mall at Mall Street.
Screaming.
for historical purposes.
Yes, so Gabiano's was first the Caledon roller malls. After the there wasn't a mall in the mall house we just covered anymore. Does that make sense?
Hoekom praat jy so hard?
Die gaan nie laat weer. So we're standing in front of the town hall that was built in 1906. When it was originally opened, it housed the town's library, and it's also the only building in town that still serves its original purpose. And it's also a provincial monument. It was declared in the late 1900s. Yes, the post office, the telegram office, the library and the municipal buildings activities all took place in this building.
And the museum.
Yes, and in the late 1900s with regards to the social life of Caledon, now we're thinking of days of Bobby Hendricks, dances and stuff like this, all took place here. So yes, a lot of fun things happened here in this town hall. Oh, and the Caledon Museum was also the caretakers of the town hall for some time when the Caledon Museum's archives was even more bigger than it is today. We are currently standing in front of the Dutch Reformed Church First Parsonage, which was the Dutch Reformed Church of first church in town. And as you can see, with these historical buildings, it's in dire need of maintenance, but these maintenance cost lots of money. So come on, Caledon, let's get together, let's start forming heritage board or for our historical buildings, and let's help these owners of these historical buildings in our towns to keep up with the maintenance.
So maintaining these buildings it's not just like a normal owner that can just go to build it and go buy paint and verf gebouwen and all that. It needs to be done according to a standard that is determined by the Heritage Foundation here in South Africa. actually has very strict standards on how you can maintain these buildings, and that's quite costly, and your normal homeowner can't necessarily afford that maintenance. So I think what Marlon just said is really nice. Maybe in the future we can start organizations here in Caledon that help these homeowners. So yeah, that would be the future of us saving our heritage here in Caledon.
Dit is net opskryf.
En hierdie kant Sean.
Hey yo.
Very glad to see that the info box is being used, so that our hard work wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
But we are planning a competition with a big giveaway, and it's not starting now, but we are going to start a social media competition.
We want to know how much you love Caledon.
Yes. Well, you're gonna have to take a photo of yourself in front of that, but just hold on. We'll let you know how the competition's gonna work and what is up for grabs. Okay, now we're gonna see what this man can cook up for the vegan. Yeah.
Oorspronklik van Caledon.
Baie dankie vir middagete Willow. Dit was heerlik geweest. Waar het jy geleer om so lekker te kook?
Liesel, baie dankie, dis 'n plesier. So ek baie dinge gedoen. Overseas, came back, did Cape Town, cooked for a lot of VIP people. So the last job was Cape Town, Hotel Sky, and then I came back to open this in Caledon.
Nou kom as jy terug.
Ek dink Caledon het dit nodig. Goeie kos, goeie diens en 'n lekker plek om te kuier.
Okay, we're done with lunch. It's actually almost 3 o'clock, so we had a long lunch. But we are going to check out another 2 or 3 buildings. 2 buildings, I think. And then after that, it's dinner. Kyk hier, hè. Daar's baie dinge in hierdie dorp wat goed is en baie dinge wat 'n mens frustreer. Maar as daar nou een ding is wat my Christendom laat verloor, nie net toets maar laat verloor, is dit hierdie 4-rigting stop waar ons nou is. Die hoeveelheid kere wat ek al aaklig geraak het, ek wil net vir almal sê om verskoning vra. Maar as julle nie weet wat om op hierdie stop te doen nie. Dit kan ook my fout wees, ek stem saam. Maar meeste van die tyd is dit jou fout. En die vraag is wie in hulle right mind sit 'n staggered stop, 4-rigting stop op. Niemand weet ooit wat hulle om te doen nie. As jy van die Kaap is, hulle ry net deur. Ons almal moet net aanpas. En even Caledoners weet nie hoe om daai 4-rigting stop te hanteer nie.
We're in the corner of Constitution Street in front of the Jewish synagogue. The Jewish population disappeared in the mid-1900s all of a sudden. And yes, today it's a residence.
So we talked about how expensive it is to maintain these old buildings. The Masonic Lodge that is owned by the museum. Am I right? It's one of those buildings. You can't paint with normal paint. You have to paint with a kind of a breathable paint, like chalk-based or something like that. I can't remember, but it's difficult to maintain and it's expensive to maintain. So that's definitely one of the buildings that we
Save and restore.
yes.
But this is also why it is so important for Caledonians to please become part of the Friends of the Museum, so that we can start with fundraising initiatives. So if you guys see an ad going out for the Friends of the Museum meeting, please join us. We need to raise funds so that we can actually help with the maintenance and restoration of these buildings.
So guys, if you want to know a little bit more about Caledon, then book a Caledon Museum Heritage Walk with this guy. He's very informative. He's got a little bit of an attitude. What? He doesn't. He's got a lot of knowledge and information about Caledon, and it really is worth it to do the walk and just find out more about the heritage of this amazing town and why we should protect it.
Yes.
Okay guys, so after a very informative day with this guy and this girl.
Hello.
We are at La Luna's Pizza and waiting for our pizza, our special, the special love that's going to be put into it. We're waiting for that, and then after that we're done with this vlog. Okay allemaal, ons pizza hier is reg. Daarmee het ons 'n lekker ene gemaak. Okay guys, our pizza it's done. It's right there. So ons gaan nou lekker eet. So hopefully guys you found this whole vloggy thing informative and interesting. He's a bit boring. She's a little bit more interesting. But you know, I'm obviously the star quality here. But if you guys found this interesting and want to know a little bit more, please subscribe to the channel. Druk die knoppie, like it, do whatever you want.
Ring
Show
the
your
bell.
support, yes. And follow the channel or the account. What do you call it in Facebook? It's not YouTube, it's Facebook. Anyway, volg ons. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys in the next video. So, you know, the usual question is who's going to do this?
Your turn.